I am live. Hello, I am Dusty Soda Dispenser, and welcome from Los Angeles, California. I am currently on the 405. I see Cheryl is in my chat. Hello, Cheryl, who I love. And right now, we're just taking a drive to where my mother grew up in the town of Newhall, California. I used to spend a lot of time there when I was a kid. Um, I see people. Cabana, hello. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hello. I'm getting messages galore. I don't know how many times I told these guys that I am going live to just chat instead of sending me messages. It's highly illegal to be texting and driving in the state of California. So right now it is 1:21. So I started a little early. It is kind of hazy, a little bit of a cloud. I should be around Santa Monica right now. I'm 3/4 lost at the minute, and all I have is these here directions. Since I'm using my phone to stream, I can't use my phone to navigate. So this is going to be an adventure. Tanya from Toronto, hello. Is it hot? No, it is not. It is a comfortable 80s-ish without the humidity. So it's not hot like we are used to, Cheryl. Queen, hello. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat and the freeway at the same time. And I'm just got here. I woke up at 4:30 my time in Florida, and I had to go through Houston to get here. And this is beautiful California, folks. If you can see the traffic, we're moving at a whopping 30 miles an hour. Rush hour's not for a couple more hours. Right now, we are driving north on the 405. We got about 25 more miles to go till we get to Interstate 5. And welcome to the Dusty Soda Show. I'm a very unorganized show, so please bear with me if I'm not saying much. It's just a drive at this point. I just got another text. I am already sick of texts. Becky, hello, welcome. Your answer is yes. I'm on the 405 right now. I'm heading to Newhall. And from there, I'm only going to be in Newhall for a short time. And then I'm heading to Mission San Fernando. I kind of need to hit a store on my way. And I'm pretty thoroughly lost right now. So I know the San Francisco Bay Area like the back of my hand, but I want to say this is probably my first time actually driving in Los Angeles. All the times that I've been here. Last time I was in LA was probably 15 years ago, 12 years ago. Last time I've been to my mother's childhood home is when my grandmother passed away. And I was 25. I'm 55 now, so that was 30 years ago. So that's why I'm going to that house. It's been 30 years since I've seen it, and there's a park across the street that when we were kids, we used to spend a lot of time in when we went to grandma's. The name of the park is the William S. Hart Park. William S. Hart was a silent movie star. He was one of the originals, if not the original. 405 to Sacramento. That's what the sign says in front of me. Sacramento is at least, I want to say probably 6 hours from here. So why they got Sacramento on there is beyond me. But yes, if I was to continue forward on this highway, it would take me to Sacramento. It's been quite a while since I haven't been in 80 plus humidity. The humidity here is probably floating around 5, so I'm used to sweating to death. And right now it's actually quite comfortable. My air conditioning in this rental car, um, it's kind of beating me up right now because it's a little too cold. As of right now, I am heading towards Interstate 5. And then I'll be there shortly after that. Don, I feel you on that. Uh, Going to my grandparents' grave, that's the ultimate goal today. My grandparents are buried at Mission San Fernando, which is one of the California missions, and the missions in California are Catholic missions, and they're older than the state of California. They go from San Diego to San Francisco. There used to be a footpath that went from mission to mission to mission. That footpath is called the El Camino Real. And the 101 I know is on the El Camino Real. The El Camino Real is usually has these bell-like shaped symbols, poles type things on the side of the road that were their pathway on the trail. So when I see one of those, I'll point it out. I guarantee you we'll see one when we're at the mission. The mission's going to be a couple hours away at a minimum. After I go to the mission, after I go to my mother's house, and then William S. Hart Park, and then Mission San Fernando, I'm going to try to hop back over here to Hollywood. I'm near Beverly Hills right now, West Hollywood, next exit. We got downtown LA to my right, which would be east, I'm guessing, since I'm going north. I am at Santa Monica Boulevard, exit 55A. I was told I was going to hit traffic, and that is no lie. I've already in it, and I only expect the traffic to get worse. So I am going the farthest distance now in the earlier part of the day and work my way back. And then after I would like to do a driving tour through Hollywood when I get back on this side of that hill that's in front of us. That's basically where we're going, the other side of that hill, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And after I go to Hollywood, I have to go back to LAX and pick up Cheryl and Jerry, who should be here roughly 7:30 LA time. So they're not due here for another 6 hours. So I got that much time to kill before I have to be back at LAX. This is the first time I've been back in California since my cousin passed away, which was roughly a year and a half ago, I want to say. I get out to the Bay Area more often than I wish to. I would like to go out to the Bay Area again because I would like to give Brain Fog some support, give her my love in person. Don Glover, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome everybody. I got 10 people, so I'm doing pretty good. That's usually what I have when I'm out at Flag in Clearwater. So now I gotta refer to the other location now, which is kind of funny. Susan P, hello. Thank you guys, Don, Susan, for replying to my message yesterday. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna keep that part of it quiet, but thank you guys so much. As they would say in Jamaica, we are going to have a no problem man trip. So this is a no problem man. We are not here to get into confrontations. You guys may understand what I'm trying to talk about in code, but we are not here for confrontations. And if confrontations happen, we may get a little upset. I see a military cemetery on the right. I have no idea what that is or where I'm at. Oh, whoa. So we are the Shoot from the Hip channel. We are out here to give it hell. I'm officially on vacation. I'm going to do it live tomorrow night with John Poe. I got a message from our supreme leader. I don't want to call him that. Our bald leader out in Coldwater sent me a message that he passed the word along to Tori Magoo for Cheryl and I and Jerry. Hopefully we get to meet her tomorrow. Our main meet and greet is going to be tomorrow. And I've had a few people have said they're going to try and come meet us. Jacob Harkey, Eric Rader, and we're hoping to meet Tori, and we're hoping to meet Serge and Jessica Streets. We really want to meet these guys. When we planned this trip, we planned it 2.5-3 months ago, and there were supposed to be 5 of us going on this trip. Got narrowed down to just 3 of us. But when we planned this trip, everything was honky-dory out there at Big Blue. They were cooking food. It was before the encampment. And we just we wanted to come out here to support the other streamers. We wanted to give them our support from the Clearwater crew. And then the earthquake happened. I call it the SPTV earthquake happened. And we almost didn't come on this trip. That's why I got narrowed down to 3. There's 3 of us that still wanted to do it, which is Farrell Cheryl and Sarasota Jerry and myself. I am not positive, but this might be the hills of Beverly. Don't quote me on that. But coffee first. Hello, hello. This is what Los Angeles really looks like, folks. And the speed of the traffic starting to move up, which makes me happy. But if you see the traffic in front of me, if you come to California, that is what you're really going to see. We got plans for this weekend. We're only here till Monday. We leave Monday morning, so we're jamming. It's going to be a whirlwind tour for us. Tomorrow we are going to Hollywood, Big Blue, and we're going to do the squirrel and stuff. And then Sunday we're going to Laguna. Saturday we're going to Laguna. Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday we're going to Orange County. We're actually our hotel's in Orange County. So we'll be actually going to Orange County tonight because that's where we're staying. Sunday we're going to Laguna. Saturday we're going to Laguna. Sunday we are gonna do LA touristy stuff, so we're actually coming back to LA. On Sunday we're gonna check out Griffith Park. Cheryl had a drive she wanted to do, and probably get involved like Santa Monica Pier, Beverly Hills, that kind of stuff. So we're going to do the Los Angeles tour stuff on Sunday. And then we got a dinner that we're going to on Sunday evening. And then that will pretty much be the trip. I think that was going to be the bulk of my traffic at this portion when I was near the airport. But again, don't quote me on that as I see brake lights up in front of me. I am 2 miles away from the Ventura Boulevard. There is a lot of music that was born here in the LA that I may be making reference to. So when I see signs like Ventura, I'm going to think of Ventura Highway from America. I'm asking everybody, please be respectful in the chat. We don't talk politics. As much as I love to talk politics, it's a no-no on my channel. And we don't talk SPTV politics either. That also is a no-no on my channel. We don't talk bad about other creators, period. We support all channels in the SPTV community. We are all on the same team, regardless what people may think. Our ultimate goal is the same. Our objective is the same. So to put it in a nutshell, the Clearwater crew is completely Switzerland neutral. We don't play the sides game. If we play the sides, we're playing both sides. So that's it for the SPTV politics that we're not going to be tolerating. There is the 101 Ventura Boulevard. I would say, look how pretty the hills are, but it is so smoggy that I can't call that fog. It may be fog, but I think that's smog. Oh, California. There's a reason why I don't miss California. I actually despise the place personally. And it's odd that I'm going to California on my vacations. That's our dedication to SPTV right there. So Burbank Boulevards. We're coming up to Burbank. I think we're near the city of Ventura. At the moment, traffic is cruising. If for some reason I get lost, I may have to end a stream to pull up my maps on my phone, my Google device. And I got 3 battery packs. So if I end a stream, chances are 10 minutes later I'll be back on. I got 3 streams scheduled right now, but it's just basically going to just be one long stream. Don Glover, I do see that comment. Thank you very much. I think everybody in our community is amazing, personally. The sacrifices each individual streamer and behind the scenes person it's pretty solid, believe it or not. The support that our community gives each other morally and financially is amazing. I personally am not monetized. I don't have the buy me a coffee or anything like that set up. I don't have a link tree or anything like that. I pretty much do this straight up voluntarily. Anytime I get a donation, which you can donate to my PayPal link, I do have a PayPal link on my channel. I'm up to a grand total of about $250 donated to me, and every penny of that went back into my channel. Every single penny went back into my channel. So thank you guys who donated. Tampa B Man, she's one of them, and Big Bill, Big Dollar Bill, I call him. We are coming up on Van Nuys. So I have been here in this specific location before, but I was probably no older than 10. When we would visit Grandma when I was a child, we would hop on a plane, fly to LAX from San Francisco. We would have to get on a bus that took us to Van Nuys, and then that's where Grandma picked us up. My grandmother must have weighed 90 pounds soaking wet. And she was one of these people that drove a gigantic Ford LTD. That was common in the 70s and 80s, folks, that old people drove gigantic cars. I could still picture her in my mind, literally looking through the steering wheel. How is everybody today? Secrepitus, welcome, hello. I have made it. And right now, traffic's moving okay. It's kind of pockets of slowing, but I'm moving along pretty good. Maybe somebody like Secrepitus could kind of keep me in track and make sure I'm going the right direction. I'll be in LA County pretty much the whole time until I go to Orange County. Excuse me, guys, while I hack up some long butter. Oh. Roscoe Boulevard. Bakersfield 92, Santa Clarita, that's where I'm going, folks. 13 miles. So far it looks good. I understand what you meant by the traffic, Sir Crepitus, and that's why I'm going starting here first. I wanted to go the farthest distance now before the traffic gets really bad. Once I get to my grandmother's, the distance to the mission after that's not all that far. And then as I go towards Hollywood, I have a feeling it will get bad. And it will probably be bad all the way up until I go pick up Cheryl at LAX. Since I got 16 people in my chat, that should be considered commuting, and I should be able to get in that carpool lane. I am excited. I really am. I may have people in my family watching today. My sister confirmed with me to see what time I went live. I got my other brother up in Oregon that's probably gonna watch. I don't expect those guys to chime in by any means in the chat, but this is important to me to be able to broadcast this little trip to them, because this is a place where we spent our childhood. It wasn't glorious by any means. Our childhoods were hard when we were kids. And my grandmother was she had the knack to be mean. She never was mean to me because I was the baby and I was little, and but she wasn't so sweet to like my sister. My grandfather was an artifact the day I was born. There it is, San Fernando Mission Boulevard. That's where we're going to wind up here in a few minutes. That's where the mission is. I got to tell you, the road signs here are horrendously bad. If they're not completely faded out, they are spray painted on. Bill, thank you. I hope everything gets better. And we'll see you again soon. I had a hard time getting my rental car. They wanted to jerk me around big time. They wanted me to pay a $1,500 deposit. I went ahead and got insurance for the rental car, and I bought it in advance. And then to be told, well, that's no good, and had to buy their insurance, which was another $10 a day. So my $30 a day rental car has a $25 a day insurance. We're coming up on the 210. There's the I-5. That's what I've been looking for. We're getting on I-5. Once I'm on the 5, I'm looking for Palmdale, Lancaster. California Highway 14 North. I'm not positive, but I don't know if you guys remember the Northridge earthquake that happened here in LA. There was an overpass that collapsed. There was a motorcycle officer on the overpass at the time it collapsed that was killed. That might have been it that I just passed. My exit is in 1 mile. This intersection I do remember. This is the intersection I think that motorcycle officer died in after the earthquake. We are going 2.1 miles from here. This car I have has 3,600 miles on it. It's brand new. It's a Toyota. It's real easy to drive. I usually don't like rental cars because they're Newhall Avenue, 1.5 miles. Santa Clarita, next 7 exits. Santa Clarita city limits. I'm so close I can almost smell my grandmother's pork chops. My grandparents' house was 100 years old when I was a kid. I'm guessing the house is probably around 120 years old. Okay. Exit number 2, Newhall Avenue. Okay. Believe it or not, some of this is actually looking kind of familiar to me. I felt like I have been here before. Newhall was the home of the very first silent Western movie star, William S. Hart. And we're gonna take a tour of around his house. They ever since COVID, they don't do tours through the house anymore. They're doing a city rezoning here. So Newhall and everything's, from what I understand, is turning into its like own district of San Fernando. Newhall and Saugus in San Fernando. Just past the gas station, $4.59 for regular cash. That is a solid $1 more than what I pay in Coldwater. Yes, this all looks familiar. I remember this being on fire at one time. There was a big fire right here when I was here one summer. I want to say I was about 15 years old. Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm in the Saugus. I am in the town of Saugus. And yes, that is the hill that was on fire. Over here to my left is Saugus. I'm not gonna mess with my phone too much. I want to show you guys. That is the Saugus train depot. That's all part of the William S. Hart Park. I spent many, many hours in this park to my left. Many, many hours. I used to come here for the summertime. Got to remember, I'm the youngest of six with a single parent, so I shipped off the grandmas I got during the summertime. But to my direct left is the William S. Hart Park. A little bit different. This is a little bit different. But we have reached destination number one, folks. And I'm going to be stopping and jumping out here in just a minute. Market Street. Hang on. This is different. There's the house. This is it. Wow, you guys. Wow. Grab this. Come on, StreamYard. That is the home. That is where my mother lives. There we go. I hate when StreamYard does stupid shit. I'm going to set you guys all down for a quick second. I need some stuff. Got my gimbal on. For some reason, everything is completely blown up on my phone and I can't see the chat or none of that kind of stuff. Hopefully it's not doing that on your end. All right, I got it, finally. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show is last time I was here, that condominium complex was not there. That was a field. And this brick wall that goes down right here, that was a field. So none of those houses were there. This is the First Presbyterian Church. Now the window on the right that is boarded up, that was my grandparents' room. The window in the middle was my uncle's bedroom, which turned into his my grandmother's sewing room. And the room on the left was my mother's room. This wasn't paid back then. This wall was there. I used to have a bunch of recycling here. I used to play right here all the time. There used to be some basketball courts here. We used to stomp around in the field. You know, we used to climb on this wall, walk along the wall. Scooter Mom, hello. Thank you for being here. This is amazing to me, folks. This is freaking amazing to me. There used to be a building right here where this drive is right here, where there were rooms. My grandmother called it the doghouse. This is the original garage. Can I look inside? Wow. It's really hard to see through that window. There used to be a fireplace right here in the 1971 earthquake. It got a big old crack. You can see the foundation for the fireplace right here. It got a big old crack. It became inoperable. So my grandfather made an art thing out of it. And then during the Northridge earthquake, that fireplace actually fell. My grandfather built this wall right here in the front of the house. When my mother and uncle sold this property, they sold it to the church that's right behind it. And that's the reason why this house is still here. From what I understand, they use it for like administration offices. And it don't even look like they do that anymore. This is where I hail from, folks. This is where my mother grew up. First Presbyterian Church, established in 1891. This used to be a little area I used to play in right here before it was paved. That's an original door, and I want to show this. That's the door locks my grandparents used. They had that deadbolt added probably in the 70s. Hey, you don't mind if I walk around, do you? That's my grandparents' house. That was my grandparents' house. My grandparents used to live there. Let's go say hi to this guy real quick. I used to play ball here. How are you? My mother grew up in that house. When my grandparents died, they sold that house to the church here.
How old that house? It had to be over 100 years old.
I'm guessing like 130.
Okay.
I used to play here as a kid.
Wow.
Right here. There used to be basketball courts over here.
You used to be a kid?
Yeah. This field. This was a field. That was a field. I used to give tours at the Hart Park all the time.
Wow.
With my whole family.
That's before even public buildings right there was right there. Huh?
None of those buildings were here.
No.
Last time I was here, I was 25, so that was 30 years ago.
Wow. Where you from now?
I live in Clearwater, Florida.
Wow.
I flew here this morning.
I love that area.
It's hot right now.
Yeah, humid down there.
Nice here. This is like air conditioning to me.
Wow. Well, a couple of weeks ago, it was really hot.
My friends don't get here till like 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to my grandmother's house. I'm going to the Hart Park, and then I'm going to Mission San Fernando after this. Wow. But I'm live streaming this. This is all live.
Yeah.
It's nice meeting you.
You too.
If you see me poking around, at least
I do the ground in the church now. I take care of it.
Does the church still own the house?
Yeah. They used it for the youth commission.
Yeah, I was telling my chat on the windows on this side of the house. That used to be the dining area there on the corner.
Okay.
And then there's the green door. Okay. And then that next window was my mother's bedroom.
Wow.
And then the next room over, which is a tiny little closet of a room.
Yeah.
That was my grandmother's sewing room.
Wow.
And my uncle's room when he was a child. And then the far room where the boarded up window is, that was boarded up back then too.
Oh, okay.
That was my grandparents' bedroom.
Wow. A lot of history.
What an honor to be here.
A lot of history, I want to tell you. Not what's in this valley until you see it. But they're getting ready to do the blacktop.
Here? Or all of it again?
All of it. We do the whole
I wonder how old this is. 40? 50 years old, maybe.
Yeah, it has to be. They get a good price for it. They're going to do it.
They still have school here?
Yeah.
School's not in session, right? Oh, it's summer, right?
No, it got for a couple months. They're going to probably start back actually end of August.
There was a little playground. It had like an A-frame thing with a prop.
Still there?
Still there.
I think it's still there.
Can I go look?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name's Dustin.
No problem.
This is such a thrill to me. It's unreal. He said we could walk around, so I'm going to take a little walk here. Now that I feel like I got permission, I can get a little more down and dirty. Man, It's amazing how much has not changed. There's a little playground for safety. Keep gate closed. It's got a lock on it, so I'm not going to hop the fence. That's different. You see, that little A-frame thing was still here. Some of the stuff is the same. When my mother sold this to the church, it was a big relief to us, knowing that house wasn't going to go away. Bingham patio. This area was previously a Bible garden dedicated to two former pastors. John A. Christensen, 1944 to 1951. My mother would have still been here then. And John A. Weston, 1951 to 1957. I see that name Bingham, and I want to think it says Brigham. What a thrill. Wow, I do remember this cross right here. It's all in the trees now. That's been here for a grip of years. This is the Little Shepherd Nursery is what it says over there. There's a sign over there that says what it is. For a short time, I had a cousin that lived in the house next door to my grandmother. No, I don't see a little A-frame. There wasn't a swing set in that plastic modern day toys. Those, of course, weren't there. That jungle gym, though, was there. That concrete pipe was there. Wow. That's all I can say is wow on that. They used to have recycling right here, and there would be 55-gallon barrels full of glass and stuff, aluminum, back in the 70s and 80s, early 80s. This is a trip. I remember sitting right here when my grandmother died on our funeral, just crying. My grandmother was a diehard Dodger fan. And I was born and raised on the Oakland A's. Oh, that linoleum's original. This is amazing. They built a little garage here. They used to have a deck next door. little kid running around. Swamp coolers. There used to be a huge swamp cooler in there. Swamp coolers were big here in Los Angeles. We're not in actual Los Angeles, but this is LA County still. Man, that is so fucking cool. Barbara! This is my mother's childhood home right here. The window on my left was my grandparents' bedroom. The window on the right was the living room. And I remember the really horrible carpet my grandparents had that they absolutely loved. I remember spending Christmas right here and my grandfather being in a hospital bed in the middle of the living room and stuff like that. Like I said, my grandfather had to been in his 70s when I was born. These people next door got solar panels with a bunch of trees blocking everything. We're going to take a little drive up the street here and see if we still have the buffalo. Breaks in California laws. It's going to tell me my seatbelt's not on. We're going to take a quick little drive this way. None of this was here. This is a field on the right and a field on the left. And there was a place over here we used to go and see buffalo. That's part of the Hart Park. Please excuse all the racket. It's just simply telling me I don't have my seatbelt on. As hell. They're way over there now. How can I get over there to the bison? Can I park there? Is that all right? Thank you. That was security. Park rules. Watch out for rattlesnakes. Big old thing of fire ants. There's buffalo right over there. And buffalo were given to William S. Hart as a gift. And they have been here ever since. And this is the buffalo pen. I'm coming over here because my oldest brother, when I talked to him about coming out here, he was asking, are the buffalo still there? If you can see at the top of the hill right there, that's the mansion. That's the William S. Hart Museum now. This was the William S. Hart Ranch. American bison. We're only going to be here for a second. Do not trespass. Do not feed. This is a total blast from my past. I am so happy you guys are here to share this moment with me. Okay, how am I doing on my time? Let me zoom. There are the buffaloes. They're up on the hill right now. I see 4 up on the hill, and then I see another 3 over here. We're gonna go up to that house right now. I left the damn key in the car. I'll put my seatbelt on so it doesn't make all that noise. I'm seeing rain drips on the windshield. Wasn't expecting that. That building there is part of Los Angeles County. And we're going the direction we just came from. There's their house right there. Just want to take one more look. I may come back here before we leave. Oh man, that's cool. Oh, I see an Amtrak train. That's the original entrance right there. Wow, this is way different. That building's new. Yeah. All right, you guys, this is what I'm going to do because I got all these streams scheduled. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, and I'm going to start my next one. So if you would please hop on over, I would love to see you. There's a little farm here and all kinds of things we're gonna go look at. So give me just a couple minutes. It won't even take me that long, you guys. So thank you for being here, and I will be on shortly. As soon as I can figure out my phone.